Come do a fun, funky photo shoot with me while I'm trying to fight my depression and get myself out of the house. Seasonal depression has been kicking me, and with how high the statistic of seasonal depression is in the US, it kind of surprises me that I don't hear about it that much. That's literally a killer. Like, literally. I'm gonna get out of the house and do a photo shoot today. I think the only reason I'm literally able to do this is because I had an energy drink. I know I'm not supposed to be self-soothing but like, caffeine just helps me. Honestly, don't feel like caffeine is one of those where you're gonna like escalate to something else, like, oh, this is great, you know what, I'm gonna try sniffing stuff. It's the time of year where I'm waking up at 11 a.m. because that's all I can muster myself to do, and then 5 hours later it's dark, so it's like, well, crap. So I just went on a depression drive and looked at the trees and zoned out, and the 40-minute drive felt like literally 2 minutes, so that's something. Time is so precious, and I hate that when you're struggling mentally, time is like warped, because time is all we have. So it's like, if I don't have that, then what do I have? Time flies when you're depressed. And what's weird about depression and anxiety mixed together, it's like a fun little cocktail of doom. You're stressed about time, but you also have this feeling in the pit of your stomach like it doesn't matter because nothing matters anyway. Humans are so complex, I can think both of those things to be true at the same time. And obviously I know that's illogical, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm thinking it. I'm not gonna lie, I might make a new page to post this on because I want to do a mix of niches of mental health and fashion. And I know you're thinking, what a weird concoction. It's like mixing Dr. Pepper with hot sauce. Both are two really great things individually, but together, what? Pardon? I don't know. I feel like a lot of us use our hobbies as coping mechanisms. Not that, you know, we really should have it be that way, but it ends up being that way. Nobody wants to just talk about it and be like, yeah, I go to the gym actually, honestly, because it helps me with the thoughts that race through my mind at night before I fall asleep. It's better to be hot while experiencing that than not, I guess. This makeup looks so bad without a filter on. Isn't it crazy that we have texture on our skin? Sometimes I remember and I get scared. I'm doing this completely out of order. I can see the sun setting and I'm starting to get scared. I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette that my ex-boyfriend got me for Valentine's Day in like 2017. Who doesn't love this bad boy or bad girl? I don't know. Bad gal Riri. Love letter in the crease is so it. He never wrote me love letters. He was actually a little bit emotionally abusive. I think it's so funny that at a very young age, you kind of get into bad relationships, but you don't want to leave because you're like, well, I think this is better than being alone. I think that's funny, and I used to kind of scoff at people who would tell me when I was that age, dude, I have a completely different brain. It's like they kind of swapped it out. Like if I was this Tesla Cybertruck and they took me into the shop and just switched out some parts that were very key and fundamental. And it didn't even cost me $10,000 to replace the part. It just happened. I think that's really true. And if you're having really depressing thoughts at a young age, I really honestly am gonna tell you the worst thing possible. It does get better. You're not gonna believe me just like I didn't believe everyone else telling me. And then when you get older, you're gonna be like, wow, those people were right. And honestly, I think there's nothing I can do to prevent that. And I'm just gonna let you run that mental course because maybe it is fundamental. We got some glitter sharts going on. Really love that name. It is very accurate to how this shadow makes me feel. Like if a unicorn were to shart in a perfect world, I'd really hope that it would look like this. Just freestyling. We're really just not knowing what we're doing. We're really just having a bad time with this look coming together. The only reason I'm able to do this right now and fight through my depression is the fact that I had an energy drink with 200 milligrams of caffeine. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I want to reiterate that again. Isn't that crazy? Don't you think that's a little bit of cause for concern? I think it might be. Sound off in the comments if you think I should go to rehab for drinking a Red Bull. Make sure to smash that like button if you support caffeine abuse. Maybe don't. Maybe don't. Maybe joking is not fun. Why can't the sun set at like 8 p.m. year round? I honestly really like that. I think it's just so cool and chill that I can wake up after my depression naps and it's still daylight outside. And if time is a construct anyway, why is it so hard to change that? Thinking about those ancient prehistoric memes that were posted on Instagram or wherever things were posted back in 2011 about how the Mayan calendar was going to say that the world was ending in 2012. People would make those copy pasta posts that had a picture of a Mayan calendar that looked like it was taken by a microwave saying, if you repost this, you'll be freed from the Mayan calendar. It said something like, if you repost this, you'll be saved from the world ending. Like comedic genius to me. Because can you imagine Jesus coming down to earth and like taking your phone to see if you liked that photo in your like history? And if you didn't like it, he'd be like, Especially the fact that those memes are still circulating on Facebook where it's like this video for Jesus, ignore it for Satan. The trumpet should have been sounding for us doing that. Okay, this doesn't look very good in person, but honestly, Facetune is kind of slay, so. You're probably gonna look at this outfit and say, ew, that is disgusting. What is she thinking? And to that I say, art is supposed to make you feel something. We're going somewhere with this, right? Dare I say this is everything. I'm going to pair it with a furry moment, and people are not gonna like this. Ooh, me being controversial moment. And of course I got gloves to match the aesthetic. By the way, I think I'm gonna go take these photos on a swinging bridge. So I have this pose idea where I have the 0.5 camera, and I'm like, and it looks very stupid here, obviously. We could do an outfit change where we switch these out for these and then do this look. And then we could take this off and do this for the white boots. I'm getting somewhere. Energy drinks are so weird because I'm still feeling my depression kind of blaring at me like a truck horn. But at the same time, I'm kind of feeling funky. Really liking the word funky today. If just one person comments real on this video, I'm going to feel like my value as a human is actually worthy. So there's that, I guess. I'm also going to be using this fan as a prop, and then I have these like shoulder puffy gloves. It's gonna be very fun. I almost forgot the most important step. That'll do it. These pigtails don't make it seem like I'm trying to infantilize myself. I'm really just a girl and I like pink, and sometimes that's seen as baby. I don't want to be a baby. I kind of don't want to be here at all. So doing fun, silly outfits brings the life back into my life. I've been watching one Drew Monson video a day, and it's making me realize that there's other people who think like me and are crazy. So that's very fun. But he's crazy in the, oh wow, he could do stand-up and be really successful way because his mind is just so creative. Where my humor, I feel like, is the one where you kind of chuckle and you want to admit that it's funny, but then you go and call the school counselor. True story, that actually happened to me. Very slay. I'm not exactly sure how to do this. Do I ever really know what I'm doing? No. I know they should be facing the back, but we're not going for any type of anatomically correct thing here, you know? I feel like this adds to the absurdism of the look, okay? We're gonna go with it. Final touch, I want to add so much blush that I make this look really stupid. I don't know, it's something about blush that does it for me. I like to look pink. I like to look like the color pink. I literally am the color pink personified some days, unless I'm not. Almost look like a clown, which means that I'm about to overdo it, so let's stop. Don't say I already look like one. Please. I feel cute. I feel cute. I was just crying an hour ago. That's crazy how my mood can change. We've got everything in a comedically large bag. Let's go ahead and get on the road. I really recommend just looking silly sometimes. Like, this brings me a little bit of joy. Guys, this is gonna, there's a train. I'm sorry, there's a train. I'm sorry. I don't know, we're gonna make it work. We did it, guys. We did the photo shoot and the sun is set and I feel really cool. I was only uncomfortable for a small portion of the time. There was people here when I pulled up, but look at how cute this is. The sun just set, so that means that I have to be done because I don't like how I look unless I'm in the golden hour. What's funny is about human brains is the fact that I was taking some really funky photos at the very end and a woman showed up and I was like, oh God, she's gonna judge me. Nobody's been here until the end. And she actually sat in her car for a very long time, long enough that it made me think that she was scared of me maybe to get out of the car. But turns out she was just waiting for her client to get here because she was doing a photo shoot. Because this is a really popular photo spot. Tried to smile and say hi, but she ignored me. But I don't think maybe she heard me. And I'm just gonna hope that that's what that was. You know, I really can say that this was a good day now. And all I did was something stupid. Now, will my depression come back pretty quickly? Yeah. Will I just find something else silly to do? Hopefully. I think that's the end of this vlog. I think it's the end, and I think I look silly. I might go to McDonald's like this so I can be the real Ronald. Okay, love you bunches. Just kidding, I don't know who you are. Okay, bye.